Welcome back to the Smokey Mirror Podcast. It's been a minute since our last episode, and there's a good reason for that. As many of you know, I've been working on a brand called SKUT with my close friend and business partner, Agustin, and we just had our first ever fashion show in New York Fashion Week. The show was a huge success, and we had the opportunity to connect with some incredible creatives along the way, including a super talented designer named Vert and his brand, Youngest in Charge. It was great vibes when we met, bro, and so we had to connect in Miami and record a pod. Today's episode is the first time I'm hosting alongside Justin, and we also sat down with Vert's friend and photographer, AC the Shooter. This is a fantastic discussion on what goes into building brands and the mentality you need to have to stay consistent. And by the way, I totally folded on my usual intro. Guess that's what happens when you're a little rusty. But hey, it just makes the episode all the more real. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this conversation with some of the most creative minds in the game. My friends, welcome back to the Smokey Mirror Podcast, where we dive deep into the creative minds that are shaping our culture and inspiring us all. My name is Jordan Jones. I'm your host and fellow creator, and I'm on a mission to spread knowledge and inspiration to help people like you leave your mark on the world. From artists to musicians to entrepreneurs and more, join me as we explore the intentional act of creation and the forces that do us to drive. Damn, I fucked it up. I can't believe it. The forces that drive us to do God's work.
It's all good.
That's how you know it's been a while.
Man, that was actually impressive. You were just doing that off the top?
I always do it off the top now.
No notes or nothing.
Man, no phone. I can merch.
Bro, it's crazy. We haven't done a pod. I haven't done a pod since before the fashion show. And
Dang.
So the fashion show happened in early September. That was our first ever fashion show, New York Fashion Week. That shit was lit, bro.
Yeah, that shit was indeed lit, and perfect segue into our very first guest. So yeah, just kind of paraphrasing here, but first stop, touchdown in New York, get to the casting call, you know what I'm saying? They're showing us where we need to be seated, sit us down, as we just mentioned earlier, hop the couch. Hop the couch, but it sat us next to a very esteemed professional, Youngest in Charge.
CEO, Youngest in Charge.
Thank y'all for having me on here, man. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then he also brought his photographer,
Yeah, man.
AC the Shooter.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good,
AC.
Glad to be here among some young legends, you dig?
You feel me?
Yeah, I'm just here, you feel me?
No, I love it. So yeah, that was our first, me and Justin's first ever fashion show.
Mm-hmm.
We had a blast, and we really appreciated connecting with you, bro. Real genuine energy. Yeah. Obviously, the fit was tough. And so, when you hit me up to say, bro, I'm coming down, can we set up a podcast? I'm like, oh shit, he ready to work. He's serious.
I'm working, bro. We ain't playing no games.
We ain't playing no games.
No.
We had the studio set up, but instead we had SKUT Towers in the apartment at the penthouse.
Yeah, it's nice, man. It's nice. A nice view and everything.
Real smooth, man. And shout out to y'all, just one opening y'all homes to us, you feel me? That's just gratitude, because a lot of people could have been like, oh, nah, scratch it. We just gonna do the podcast somewhere else, or another. Do another schedule, another podcast because it's not the studio. But y'all allowed us to come in here, so I appreciate that for real.
Yeah, appreciate it for real.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Like Jordan said, real genuine energy. Felt that from the jump.
Love,
So,
it's love.
So, bro, tell me, Mr. Youngest in Charge, like, what did you think about New York Fashion Week? What did you think about Runway 7? How was your feelings?
Man, so New York Fashion was crazy. From, trying to find the models that we wanted, to, from the casting call to the fitting day to the designer walkthrough to the actual show, like all of those chain of events, man, it was overwhelming. Like, I got sick.
Oh,
bro, I was
sick?
bro, what?
Oh, you did.
I was overwhelmed, bro.
Right,
I was tired.
Right.
Bro, I was tired, man. So, bro, I'm up, bro. Like, I flew in that Sunday. Bro jumped the couch. I flew in I got up at like 5 a.m. Flight was at like 7. Got there at like 10. Mm-hmm. Got to the hotel at like 11. I had to be to the casting call at 1. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, I probably left there at 3 or 4. Then I had to be up till like 9, 10. Figuring out my models, and it was crazy, man. But it was a good experience, man. I liked it. I actually liked Runway 7, man.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah. So with that being said, like, tell us about your history dealing with fashion shows. Was that your first one? How did it go? What's the plans for moving forward?
Okay, so that was my first like big runway one. I've done a couple before. I done it was one called Urban Loop magazine. That was my first one that I did. And it was another one I did. It was the coldest summer fashion show I did last year. Going forward, we got Milan Fashion Week
Fire.
next year, man. So we gonna crush that.
Doing big things.
We gonna crush that for sure,
Bro, what did I remember? Because we honestly had the same kind of timeline, like catching the flight at like 5:30, 5 a.m. You know what I'm saying? We get in. Well, we got there the day before, right?
No, bro, we got
did the
day of,
Oh
bro.
shit, yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, bro.
The day of.
It was Sunday, right?
Yeah, Sunday. Yeah, go. I didn't know what to expect when we walked in there.
Exactly.
But
I literally walked in there thinking it was a fitting. So I'm walking in there with a suitcase full of
Clothes and
clothes.
shit.
Like such a rookie mistake. All the time I see everybody like it's literally set up like a runway show.
Yeah.
So like going back to the casting. So when the models are walking, what was going through your head? When you were choosing your models? Like what was qualifying some? What was disqualifying others? Walk us through
So for the males, I wanted somebody that looked like me. So when I look at you, I can see me and you, and that's why I picked my models, the male ones, the way I did, because they resemble me in some sort of fashion.
Makes sense.
With the women, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
With the women, Amber, actually it was two. It was Lola and Amber. They hit me up prior to even doing New York Fashion Week, or not doing it, but weeks before New York Fashion Week. And I scrolled through their social media, especially Amber, dope person. Lola's hella dope as well. So I picked them just off of GP, like, oh yeah, I like y'all. And then the last one, I think it was Lexi I picked her because she just fit. Like I needed somebody for this sneaker. I had a 9. I'm like, who got a 9?
rock it? Yeah.
So then when I saw her comp card, she had a 9. So I was like, but they all a different shade of brown, and I'm all about black excellence. So y'all looking like me, we got to uplift each other.
Yeah.
So that's how I went about picking my models.
That's dope.
How'd y'all go about picking yours?
Honestly, for me, we had very similar, but also maybe some different philosophy behind it. I was just going in with the understanding that this was our first show, so we don't know what we're doing. We're amateurs.
Right.
So the models at least need to know what they're doing. Yeah. So we go away, we don't have the most professional walk, you know what I'm saying, who looks esteemed, but also kind of like what you're saying, who can we see actually wearing these clothes for real? Not just like, who looks like they're the most popular, or who the most pretty, but like who has the most personality? Because of course we also had a performer in our show, so we have to consider that too. Like, can this model also interact with someone who's on stage, like kind of freestyling, or will they clam up and freeze when like the cameras really come on?
Right.
But that's kind of how we went about it.
Yeah, and I actually have experience walking on the runway as a model.
Okay.
So I kind of felt like I knew just by looking at people's walk who really was a pro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Jordan was a good resource in terms of like validating, like, okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, I chose that too, though, like based off how they walk too, but also, if I could see me in them as well. So.
Definitely, yeah. And certain people just had a face for the fit too. Like there were certain people that I instantly knew, like, oh yeah, I know exactly what they want to run.
Yeah, we honestly, it came down to the wire for us. There's people showing up at the very last minute of the fitting, not even the casting, but the fitting getting chose to get put in the show.
No, literally, one of our favorite looks was with Fang, where he rode in on the skateboard and
I
did that
see
shit. He came in literally like as we packing shit up.
Yeah, he was like, bro, like I came in a little too late for the person who called me. I'm just trying to work. So if y'all have any leftover fits, I'd love to work with y'all. And we're like, all right, bro, like for sure, we'll keep you in mind. And then like we kind of thought about it, and we was like, wait, he has a good look. We called him back over here. And then that boy came on the longboard and slid over, and we're like, oh yeah, he definitely got it, bro. We got the perfect look for him. And that was honestly one of my favorite parts.
So
of
let
the
me ask you a
show,
question, Jordan.
That's what's up.
What made you throw all that money? What was going through your head when you threw it?
All right, first of all, I got to give all the credit to our artist Lavi D. It was his idea to throw the money, and he supplied the bread.
He supplied the bread. Okay.
So that right there, I was like, bro, are you sure you want me to throw? You want me to throw your bread? Like, I was like,
okay.
Yeah, and I was like, he's like, yeah, nigga, we turned the show up. You know what I'm saying? You giving me a platform, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
Such a great idea.
Yeah, it made y'all stand out for sure. So
for sure.
Yeah, it was
right in the beginning too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I was like, boy, went crazy.
It's a legit tactic, dog. Cause we was in the photography, like all the photographers. Like, and something we was doing, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all inside. The photographer, we be talking cash, bro, in the booth in the circle. So every time it be what, like we kind of guess based off of the intro.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, what do you think is gonna be streetwear? It's gonna be trash. It's gonna be dressy.
Yeah.
So they're like, man, we don't know what this gonna be like. And then y'all came out and did this. Oh yeah, nah, they probably everyone's like, they probably everyone get their shots. I'm like,
Get your camera ready.
Yeah, they was talking like, cause you know what's gonna be hype or what's gonna be like, this gonna be basic.
Right,
So
some mid
they be
shit.
talking cash, man. It's funny, bro. Y'all did y'all thing though.
They proved it too, because we got hella content.
Oh, God.
No, for sure.
The best video was when a lady, she saw me throw the money, and she like followed $1, picked it up, showed it was real.
No.
Bro, I was in the hotel practicing the throw. Because I'm like, I cannot make that shit look ugly. That shit gotta look clear when I throw it.
Did the whole walk and everything.
YouTube tutorial coming soon. You gotta just flick that.
Okay, bad.
That's what's up.
That shit was
I was playing. I was playing.
It was playing for real. Very Miami-ish.
Nah,
You feel me?
Yeah, Miami, that was
Hey,
actually
man.
really the main intention going into it for us was when we were kind of doing the research and behind, like, you know, what kind of shows that they put on.
Yeah.
We're watching a lot of shows, like, okay, like there's just, you know, regular just fashion shows. So how do we stand out? I really want to get the feeling of everybody with their phones out, like everybody like actually paying attention. So what we lacked in like experience, we want to make up in terms of like attention grabbing.
Yep,
That's smart, bro.
Yeah, and I think it also goes with the theme of our brand because it's all about spreading knowledge using tactics, and so we want to get a platform because we have a good message to spread.
Yeah,
and we know what gets people's attention.
Yeah.
So you gotta you gotta do what you gotta do. You feel me? Move smart. And it kind of went with the theme of our look because it was kind of like militant, spray paint, military shit. So we really coming out like, this is what we stand for. This is what we're doing.
Yeah,
that's dope. That's dope.
So yeah.
With that being said,
for real, take us back. So take us back to like when you first wanted to. We kind of spoke about this prior to the show, but like when you first. Not even when you first started Youngest in Charge. When you first thought you wanted to get into clothing.
Yeah, when was
to that?
Man, listen, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all boys. So I was an athlete. I ripped my Achilles, so it was no more football. So you know, I'm in Atlanta, and I'm from Minneapolis. So I'm in Atlanta. It's my first semester. So I'm I'm at Clark. It's busting. I ripped my Achilles. I'm like, man, okay, like there's no more football right now. You know, as soon as I got down there doing spring ball, I ripped it.
Damn.
So I'm down there. I'm like, all right, so what am I about to do? Bro, I'm down there. I'm drinking. I'm smoking weed.
Hey, bro, you can move that mic closer to you too. So however you talking, like you can just move the whole. Yeah, there you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Much better.
So I'm turned up, man. So I'm just, turned up. I'm at the club all the time, at the strip club. I'm rarely going to class. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been an athlete since I was 5. I'm 23, 24, bro. I'm not playing sports no more. My whole life was built around sports. So I'm like, man, shit, I'm in Atlanta. Shit. I'm
about
here.
to turn up. Right.
So I had a homegirl. One day, I come back from the club and I'm slapped. When I mean slap. She FaceTimed me and she like, why do you look like that? I'm like, man, you already know. She gets to going in on me. She's like, you're not doing shit with yourself. You just like the rest of these bum ass niggas, I'm like, man. So me and her get into it. Hang up on her. I lay down. And I get up, I'm like, damn, she's right. And I instantly get up and drew up the logo. And boom, Youngest in Charge was made. But I didn't want a clothing line. I've never wanted a clothing line. I wanted a sports drink. I never wanted to go into fashion.
Wow.
I never wanted it, but it made sense because growing up, my mom used to make our clothing for us.
Oh, shit.
Some of our stuff, and we had our own mini clothing line. It was called Ghetto Gear. So it was already in me to do fashion. I just didn't know. And in high school, my guidance counselor, beginning of semester, he put me in the intro to fashion. So I get in there and it's nothing but females in there. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to go in gym class, bro. All the homies playing football, they playing basketball. And my guidance counselor like, no, I think you should be in here. I'm like, nah, bro, it's nothing but chicks up in here. I'm trying to go hoop. I'm trying to go play football.
Right.
And, from there, it was formed, just like that. Like I said, I had no intentions. I did not want to go into fashion, bro. Like, I had a homeboy that had to convince me, like, bro, just do it. Your logo dope, just do it. I'm like, nah, man, I want a sports drink. He like, man, I think you should just try it out. You fly. I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't trying to play around with this. And I tried it out. They hated the logo. Oh, they dragged me. They dragged.
When you put on a shirt?
I put it on. So he was making my shirts for me. He's the one who, like, my first ever T-shirts, he was making them in the dorm room for me.
Really?
Yeah, man. Like,
You talking about the one with the first one with the 4 rectangles? I mean, the battery on the top? Okay.
Yep. So he did it for me, and they hated it. Like, when they told me they was ugly, everything.
Damn.
So I'm just like, man, I want a sports drink, but I ain't want to do this. I was trying to make a sports drink.
Right.
And then, man, so then I came. So I'm in Atlanta when I first dropped. So I come home, and I'm talking to my mom. You know, she passed away in 2018. So talking to my mom about it, and she like, you know, don't let nobody tell you what you can or can't do. I'm like, Mom, they don't like this logo. They ain't not feeling this. My mom was like, don't let nobody tell you what you can or can't do. I'm like, all right. So I started rocking all white. I'm in the club. I'm popping bottles. I got on all white. Now they like, oh, yeah, we like that now. Now they like the logo now. I'm in the club popping bottles. I'm in the strip club. You know what I'm saying? And they liking it now. So then from there, it was just the uphill, just climbing, man. Just really just trying to really like get people to buy into what you got going on.
That's honestly interesting that they didn't like how the logo looked until you put the lifestyle and your brand behind it, and then all of a sudden it was attractive. What do you think about that?
Man, honestly, I don't even know. Like,
Right, I ain't gonna lie, like, but in the A, I don't know, bro. Back then, like, this is when like Future was just coming out, Migos was just coming out. You feel me? So it's like it was a really trendy, you know, time when stuff started popping. So like it's like basically whoever popping and whoever got whatever they wearing
is hot.
Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everyone from the girls go to that. So it's like,
I used to work at Sunglass Hut, and when Migos dropped Versace, Versace sales went through the roof.
Bro, you feel me? So I think it was like, it's like unfortunate that people's minds is like that, you feel me? Because it could be hot off rip.
Yeah.
But since it's not known, or since someone ain't a big person per se ain't wearing it, then it's like, oh, they assume it's trash, but in reality, it's really not trash at all. It's just it's not known yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
that's what I think it is. They got to buy into it.
Yeah, but no, he was saying based off the fact is that now you was like him. You was the guy in the club. Now it's like, but it's the same exact logo. It's the same
logo.
You know what I'm saying?
And there's a life lesson in that.
It is, bro.
Because that just goes to show that opinions just come and go with the wind.
Man.
They can have one opinion on something one day, then all of a sudden the lifestyle changes behind it. Some accomplishments get put behind it. Somebody start wearing it, and all of a sudden the opinion can change. So that's a real important lesson about even just having a brand or any type of entrepreneurship endeavor is that you can't get too hung up on opinions. You got to believe in yourself more than the next person's opinions. For real.
And that's what I was telling him earlier today. And I was telling Jordan about it. I'm like, the real biggest thing that like myself and everybody else, don't lose your confidence.
Yeah.
But if you lose that confidence, you're no good. You're no good. Like, no matter how many times you fall, man, you got to always keep that confidence. You can lose and still have confidence.
That's right.
You know, you lose that confidence, you're nothing. You can win and lose your confidence and you're nothing. So always, and I try for myself to always keep my confidence, no matter if people are buying what I got, if they're telling me it's ugly. I've always kept my confidence. A lot of people try to call me cocky. It's not cocky. You know what I'm saying? I'm just very confident. You know, I know what I got, and I know where it's going.
And I don't think a lot of people realize that, like, when you come from an environment where a lot of people don't win for real, these little accomplishments mean a lot. A lot of people are doing this, and like it feels good to, not that I'm better than anybody else, but I'm proud of myself. No one else gonna be proud.
Ain't nobody gonna be proud of me. I'm proud of myself.
That's where you gotta put the emphasis on, like, the value of being proud of yourself, dog. Because at the end of the day, like, I be saying, I done worked in communities, bro. I'm a teacher too. I work with these kids. I be like, these kids and students be a reflection of what we are as adults. So it's like when I see a kid who's struggling on trying to pass my class and they get a C or a B, and they super happy, like, yo, Mercedes, I got a C or a B on my report. I'm like, hey, good job, man, because he used to getting Fs compared to the A student who, like, he getting A's, whatever. But it's like, no matter what, the value of the success is still the same.
Right.
So it's like, just to correlate that to being adults, you feel me, in the real world, it's like, I don't never knock nobody. Like, if I see somebody happy about whatever it is, they probably came from something far away from where they at. You feel me?
Facts.
So it's like, I be showing love to everybody, bro, and that's how we should be. But it's I don't know, I guess in the entrepreneurship world, in the clothing line world, in the art world, like not jobs, but industries that's so subjective.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you can't get hung up on, you're not gonna please everybody. Like everyone's not gonna like your stuff. So you can't just put so much value on the naysayers, you know what I'm saying? But it's hard. It's hard sometimes.
Right. And sometimes you gotta appreciate the blunt,
absolutely
honest, objective opinions.
Right.
They keeping it a buck. Yeah.
No,
the ones that really gonna guide you in the right direction.
Some people think you're hating, you know, and it's like sometimes nobody's hating, they just don't like what you have.
Facts.
And that's what you gotta understand.
They might not be the target.
I was saying, and that's it's hard to find. Like if someone doesn't like it, like that's not your audience, bro.
Yeah.
There's an audience for everybody. Like it's always gonna be a percentage of people who don't like your stuff, you feel me? And that's okay. Like you can't be mad at that.
And then they may not even not like it because of how it looks. They may just not like it because the price, or they can't afford it. So they try to, oh no, I don't like that. Right. No, but if it was cheaper, you would love it. Right. But you don't like it because it's this price. But if it was that price, oh, you would love it. So you know,
there's a lot of perspectives behind like why a person don't like something for real. Like that's one. It's just.
I also feel people don't be making up their mind. Like they just go off of what they heard somebody else say.
Yeah,
they don't
like
really know.
Somebody else say they like it. Yeah.
They might not even like Balenciaga, but they see motherfuckers putting that shit on. They don't even know, like, what is this? What does it stand for?
They don't even be knowing nothing behind the brands or nothing. They just like it because everyone else is doing it.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? So
but
you know that's life, bro. That's just the name of the game.
No, that's life. And bro, your background is actually a lot similar to mine in that I also was playing football at Pitt.
Okay.
And then I stopped playing, and I kind of had like an identity crisis. Like, holy shit, my whole life I was been playing sports. Literally, like my whole life, training, basketball, football, whatever it is. It's like, what I'm gonna do now? I ended up leaving when I graduated Pitt. I became a teacher too. I joined Teach for America, and that's how I got down here.
You're dope. That's what's up.
And then when I hit up Justin, I was like, damn, I want to do something, but I don't know what it is. And so, bro drew the logo. Okay. And that shit was raw.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've been doing SKUT since 2020. And then when he said the fashion show, I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like, you don't say it's a lot, this, that, and the third. But no, he really pushed for it. And like after that experience, I told him, I was like, man, I feel like a new person. Like I feel like my confidence is way up. Because we got all these motherfuckers that are like, yo, that shit is dope.
Yeah, I just knew it was just a matter of like getting eyes on the brand. That's it. Throughout the years, getting the honest, subjective feedback. I feel like at this point, people would have told us that we didn't have a winning product for sure. But like since 2020, like we've got nothing but confidence building stuff, organic celebrity endorsements. Like that was honestly the most validating shit for me.
Facts.
Seeing like a motherfucker A-list celebrity wear our shit, no payment behind it. He doesn't even know the brand he's wearing for real. He doesn't even tag us and shit. But the fact that he can really wear that shit, put on his story and on his like media and shit.
Come on,
shows.
Jake Paul.
That's
Jake Paul.
That's dope.
Okay, that's dope.
It just shows that motherfuckers fuck with it. So like, it was just really a matter of getting our clothes in front of eyes. That's at least from my perspective.
That's it.
I've shared that, but for me personally, it was like feeling like a design. Because like I said, I've been an athlete my whole life. I never been to drawing. I never been an artist. I used to make fun of niggas for that shit. I was never editing videos and shit. I'm like, nigga, I'm not about to do that shit. And now look at me. You feel me? And so like that whole experience, like I feel way more confident in being a creator, and that shit is important when you making things.
It is for sure.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to y'all for
real.
I always say I give love and shout out to folks who like start something and then they don't give up, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like
that's what it takes.
It's 2024 now, or about to be 2025, and y'all started in 2018 or
2020.
2020.
That's coming on 5 years.
Yeah. Folks don't pass the 1 year mark, bro.
Yeah.
But like a lot of I done coached a lot of entrepreneurs and met a lot of people. I done shot for a lot of people that back in 2020, I'm not shooting for them no more. Cause they you know what I'm saying? Like I done shot a lot of people, bro. It's like, damn, what's up? I just shot this a few months ago. Oh nah, I mean, you know, things is woo. And it's really just like either ego shock or just them literally just giving up. Like, nah, man, I'm not seeing the reward, or I'm not getting the bread on. I'm like, bro, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You got a whole passion. You have a dream. When I came to shoot you, you told me everything what you want to do and all these dreams. I'm like, yeah, bro. And you had the passion behind, like, yeah, like keep that, bro, because that's what's going to take you far.
Somebody hit that confidence.
Whatever it was. Like they let that negativity get to them, and it's like, dang. But I say that to say this to y'all, like, shout out to y'all to continue going. Because after like 3 years, like I think anyone who goes after 3 years doing the same thing, they just going. I see them always continue going. Like if they don't go, if they stop before 3 years, then they just always gonna give up on every other thing. You feel me? But
we appreciate that for sure.
Shout out, because you know with fashion it's always changing, so we got to keep up with whatever's going on.
Facts.
So for y'all to still keep going, you know,
big facts.
yeah, for sure.
And Do you have something to say, Joseph?
I was gonna just ask, yeah. So with that being said, like you said, you shot a lot of photographers, shot a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, tell us a little bit about your history.
Nah, man.
How you got in the game?
I've been. I'm a creator, bro. Like I'm fine artist. Like the genre. I got my bachelor's in fine arts. I went to Clark Atlanta with him, right? And I got my bachelor's in fine arts. But I've been doing like everything in fine arts, from video, photo, painting, drawing, theater, acting, all that. Like I learned all that either on my own or in school. And bro, I just be wanting to create. You feel me? So my clothing brand back in college was called That's Life. It stands for DATSLIFE, which means do anything to say life is for everything. So instead of getting mad or sad or having a negative attitude towards certain situations, you simply say that's life, be positive, move forward in a positive direction. Because there's no point to dwell in the past or negativity, because the world's gonna spin with or without you. Now
I feel like both of y'all's.
That's what I'm saying. I already felt the vibes off rip. Yeah. And once he told me the whole acronym, I'm like, it's crazy. But yeah, like I wasn't even big on the clothing line per se. I was more big on the philosophy. Like, that's life. Like, let's be positive, keep moving forward. Like, don't dwell on that negativity. So I was like, for me, what is the first thing people see when you see a human being is their clothes? Like, you look at their clothes, what they're wearing. So that's right. I had put That's Life on a shirt, and then I just started taking off. Like, I just people was asking what it is and what blase, and then I started taking over the football team. Everyone on basketball team wearing That's Life shirts, and then we had something called a promenade. We had something called Market Thursdays, where people can set up shop on the promenade on the campus, basically. Yeah. So they were charging like the restaurant, the food trucks, $200 a day. But I'm a student, so they only charge $10. But they didn't know I had a whole shirt machine in my dorm. I'm running like a full-blown shirt business. But they didn't know that.
Little Pakistan.
Yeah, but I'm just a student, so they didn't think like I bought a machine and I got the ink and all that stuff, and I'm really running just so I was paying $10 to Clark. But I was probably making like $300, $400 a day just selling shirts. On some, not even really knowing the business like that. I'm just like hustling for real. Like, I'm going to class. I'm paying people to go at the booth while I'm in class. I'm running. Dope. I'm going to practice. I'm paying chicks to be at the booth. Like, I was really running some junk, bro. No, for real. And then you know what I mean. I was running Clark for real when it comes to that clothing stuff. And then I was also learning art, painting people, and doing all that stuff, and just being a full creative and student athlete, bro.
Damn, that's lit.
And then I end up getting my bachelor's. I go to go to graduate school at Life University in Marietta, Georgia, to get my master's in positive psychology, because I was really big on community too. So my goal was like, I want to create a whole art school, fashion school, like art, not fashion, but art, just all the arts. Right. A school, make it a nonprofit, and also have like the psychology aspect of like, people who just need help, what I'm saying, mentally. Dope. So I got my master's in positive psychology, my master's in nonprofit management. So I got 2 masters. And then that was the goal, like ultimately to have my own art school or art organization. But like as time just went on, bro, it's like I started I moved out to another schoal, and then I became homeless in California and got a job, and folk played me or whatever case it be. And it's like, dang, like I don't feel, and it wasn't no like artist block or anything like that. I was just like, I want to do so much other things. Yeah. I want to do things for the community, And then I kind of stopped art for a while. I ran for mayor in my hometown.
Yep. You ran for mayor?
I did in 2020, bro. I ran for mayor all the time in Kissimmee, Florida, bro. And I lost by like 600 votes or something like that. But I kind of like put the art down for a little bit. But while doing that, also like doing the art too, I was I actually painted, like I painted George Floyd. I painted Breonna Taylor. I used to paint all the victims who died from a police or things of that nature. I used to be painting and traveling and handing. I was in the news and all that stuff, bro. But bro, and then I leaned into photography and videography more because I just seen more money in it at first, and then I also just like framing things up. And then a lot of my homies was either music artists or they was athletes and stuff like that, and I just kind of started building my clientele from there. And bro, so just in all the arts, bro, I just kind of just always wanted to get my hand in every little thing, bro. But I haven't, like, my clothing line, I haven't really pushed it. I go through a third party now where I just design and if they order it, cool. If not, cool. Like I don't really like push it like that no more.
And he got this fire lime green hoodie and I think hat and gloves. He's lying like he don't know where it's at.
I've
been on his head for years.
I gave away like customized.
It's fire.
But
I'm gonna have to tap. Matter of fact, where can niggas get it right now?
Bro, it's on my Instagram. It's just a link. It says That's Life Store on my Instagram page, and then it'll take you to all the designs on there because it's the third party that I use. That I just design it. They do the shipping. They do all that because I just got. I don't got the time to like.
Yeah, you
like I used to. Like
you running a photography business.
No, facts, like, you know what I mean. Like so, I'm trying to really build my photography business more up now, my videography and. You know, one day either create a whole documentary series, movies, cinema type deal, as well as shoot on like NFL players and basketball players, like you know. So that's the goal that I'm working towards now. But yeah, bro,
that's dope, bro. I love your story because it's kind of similar when you made that pivot to doing a podcast, or I'm sorry, to doing a photography. That's kind of what I was thinking with this podcast. It was like I know a lot of dope people doing cool ass shit, and I'm living here in Miami. I meet a lot of people doing cool ass shit. Like I met a guy at Art Basel who makes portraits out of guitar picks. Like just random people like that. And I'm like, I want to give you a platform and learn like what the fuck got you started doing that, you know? Because I, listening to podcasts and hearing other people's experience, that shit really did a lot for me, you know? And inspired me to make me want to be able to share that information with other people. So
I understand, bro. I'm big on podcasts, like, and that's why I got into it too, like, not the videography for, but like doing that part of my videography services is podcasting and helping others like get a platform because I'm big on like when people share their stories, bro. And I got big on podcast or listening to podcasts during COVID time. Like that's where I was just sitting down, just listening to just listening to people
in the crib,
because that's, in the crib got nothing else to do. So like I think that like what y'all doing, like it's key, bro. Podcasters are key because it's giving folk a platform, the smaller people a platform that aren't gonna be able to get on radios or things of that nature. Like it helps them out, bro, majorly. So like what y'all doing, continue doing that, bro. And same for y'all. Like if there's any time that y'all want to come on a podcast, I'm gonna come on through because y'all got a story too. You feel me?
Tell it. But I feel like you really have a story and something to tell others. When you mentioned how you were homeless in California and looking at you, did you run for mayor after that?
Yeah, I did, bro.
So like, if you could talk to anybody in that position that you were in, like how you felt when you was in the bottom. I know you in
bro,
the depth of it and how you came through and just looking at it in hindsight.
Yeah, man. 2020 hindsight, bro. Like so, how it even went down was like I was in Atlanta. I was working at the YMCA Youth and Teen Development Center, right, and doing my thing on the east side, helping out the whole community, and then. It's a nonprofit called Playworks. Playworks it's in like 25 states in the nation, and they basically help out low economy elementary schools. And the Playworks coach or program coordinator for each school basically connects the teachers with the students and being able to play games and learn at the same time. So like we cultivate the games that teachers can use to get the students involved and keep them engaged, right? So I'm like, man, that's an awesome thing. I love community, I love kids, and I can be active and still, cause I'm still an athlete too, so I still want to be active, like working a job like that. So I take the job, but it's in California. And I'm in Atlanta now, so I'm thinking like the job offered $2,200 a month. Plus, like, there's a AmeriCorps program where it's like government grants. So I got food stamps on top of the $2,200 and, free transportation, like buses, stuff like that, whatever. So I'm like, oh, this is dope. But me not being from California, in the Bay Area, San Francisco at that, like, extremely expensive, you feel me? You can't live nowhere. So but in my head, I'm like, oh, this is $2,200 a month. Back in 2014, I'm like, yeah, I could. $800 rent was back in the South for me, like in Florida, like in Central Florida and Georgia, like I was paying $800 a month. So 2020, I'm good. So that was my mindset, and I just, me being young, just didn't have the mentality like to just do my research. So I go over there. They set me. They said like, yeah, man, don't worry, we're gonna set you up. Until you get your feet on, get on your feet. Man, the first week I got there, I was staying with the associate director of the company. But she had like 4 other people in her house because how California is like people who they're staying with their families and passing the houses down. So it's
like New York,
yeah, bro, just like New York. So I'm like, man, I was just on the couch, and then after 1 week, she's like, okay, yeah, so we got to talk about rent. And I spent everything to get over there. Like I spent a whole $1,000 just to get over there. So I didn't really have money. And then it was like 3 weeks until they would have paid me.
Damn.
So I'm like, man, you know my pay schedule. Like I didn't get paid yet. You feel me? So after that, she's like, still rent got to be paid. I'm like, look, I was gonna give you $100 off rip regardless, but here's what I have. Like here's the $100, and I'm gonna just be on my whip. And I was just in my car from there because I couldn't pay her every week because I didn't even get paid yet. And then I was trying to apply for places, bro. Everywhere is $3,500 for one studio bedroom. It's $3,500 was the lowest I seen. I'm only getting paid $2,000, so I'm on $1,500 short off rip. So after that, bro, mentally wise, bro, I was just like, I just had to make it do what it do, bro. So I went to the YMCA. The YMCA, I had to go take my showers.
Yeah.
Go in the weight room just to stay active. And then I ended up like applying for the YMCA just so I don't have to pay the membership fee. So I got an on-call job so I can take free showers instead of paying every month. And I still want to. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just you just making it make sense, bro.
Yeah,
you know, and you had to eat the food while it was hot because there was no microwave. You feel me? Like, and you just figure that junk out for me. And I'm still young, still trying to figure out like, damn, do I stay here? Do I go back home? I go back home. I already lost a job that I left. So it's like I'm going back home to nothing. But I still want to create art. And that's why I kind of got into music. So what I ended up doing was I had my iPad and I had GarageBand. So I taught myself how to make beats. And I be producing now. Like I could produce beats and for other people, stuff like that. But damn, battery died. Oh, shit. But there's another battery on it back there. I don't know when it died, though.
Where you put it?
It's right behind you in the outlet. Oh yeah, got the audio right. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know when the then where I stopped at. Where I stopped at, you remember? No.
You were talking about how you had the job.
Oh yeah, sorry, my fault.
You didn't want to go back home.
Yeah, you didn't want to go back home.
I didn't want to go back home. So while I was there sleeping in my car every night, whatever, I had my iPad. And that's why I taught myself how to create music and make beats. Because I was still in the arts. Like I was just always a creative, bro. So anywhere I was at, I was trying to do something. But I couldn't paint. I didn't really have a space to paint or draw or anything like that. But I learned myself about music then. And then after learning all of the struggles of homeless people out in California, I have also a big homeless population in my hometown, Kissimmee, Florida. And that's really what made me want to go back and like do for the community, because like I had the experience of being homeless, and I also had the experience of like have my own place and spot. Like I was good. I had 3 degrees, bro. Like I had a master's degree, my bachelor's and my associates, and I'm homeless. You feel me? So it was like I was good at rip, but I could still be homeless with these degrees. It's crazy.
Wow, yeah.
So
this is a lot of shit.
Yeah, bro. Just learning all that. It's just like, and I ain't gonna lie, like thinking like I was just a super tough guy. Like, nah, I was depressed. I was sick. You feel me? I was all that, bro. And it's just me out there. I don't know nobody in California at all, bro. So folks are just figuring that junk out. But I was there for 8 months just because I felt like I could have, because there's money out there to be made. I just couldn't figure it out. I just couldn't get the bread. Like, there's money out there to be made. Yeah. Like, in the Bay, you know what I'm saying? But I just couldn't figure it out, bro. So I ended up taking off after 8 months just because I was like, man, Bubba, I'm going to figure it out. And I transferred. Same company, I went down to New Orleans, and I was in New Orleans to finish out my contract term with the same company. I just at a different school. And then from New Orleans, was there for a few months just to finish out the contract, and then that's why I moved back to Florida, and I ran from there, like, based off of my story. Like, going through that, I just learned everything, and then I kind of started changing the community, impacting the community, and yeah.
See, I think that's really important, because we don't have a lot of politicians that are living real lives. Most of our politicians are elite. Like they
literally, bro.
Their parents went to Yale. Their parents went to Yale.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
I knew I was gonna be good. I knew I was gonna be running the country. It gives you a distorted view of reality than when you're living in your car, having to go to YMCA to take a shower. It's different.
And that's kind of what made me stand out. Like I was the youngest. I was like 28 at the time, running for mayor. Everyone else is super old. And then you know what you learn. I mean, what I learned in politics is like people run for politics at an elderly age because they don't have nothing else to do. You feel me? Like they're already retired and they're also already established.
Right.
So it's like
exactly in the community.
You know, they got time to do certain things. Me, I didn't have to. I was a teacher when I moved back. So I was like working as a full-time teacher, still in the community, working after school jobs and doing all that. So it's a bit different. Like I couldn't do certain things, but I related to the people more because they middle class just like me. Like we all working. So for them, it's kind of different. But I mean, I just learned like that's why it's always elderly people, bro, in politics.
What kind of things do you think that they were able to do that you weren't able to?
Man, at the time, it's
to get the win.
Yeah, for the win. I know for them, like
did finances play a big part?
Nah, bro. Cause what's wild is, bro, like I was such a different candidate, dog. Like that I already told them like off rip, the campaigning was how people campaign was off. Like they were spending money on signs that, or they're spending their money outside of the city. I feel like when people donate to you as a politician, it should be going right back into the community. So if they donate money to your campaign, spend it with a business that's in the city. But they were spending it in, different cities outside of the county, stuff like that. So off rip, I was just young and different, bro. And the elderly people just really ain't like it. Like, everything I was saying, I'm like, yo, y'all don't. This makes logical sense. What are y'all doing? But it was just
you was trying to disrupt the system.
Nah, bro. Yeah, they did not like that. They didn't want me in there. I would have been flipping tables, bro. Like, but in the kind way, like everything I was saying was like, yo, this does not make sense to y'all. And then they would agree, but there was like it's just one of the majority things. Like when I'm an odd man out, like I'm the youngest one on the ballot. Everyone else is 50 plus. And then all the support, majority of the city is old, and the ones who do rock with me can't even vote because they're too young. They're 16, you know what I'm saying? They're too young. So it's like, it's just one of the things where it's like, I had the people for sure, but it was just that aspect of, and then there was also some like in politics, it'd be family ties, business ties. So people that I politics, bro, like the people that I done, like they raised me, my old coaches and some of the people that I went to school with or one of my teachers and stuff like that. I let them know that I'm running for mayor, but someone that I'm running against supports their organization, so they can't openly or publicly say that they supporting me, which would help. Like I used to do a whole football team. With if a coach from a little league football team that I play for would have showed love to me, that's all the parents, all those kids, he couldn't do it because he had support from one of the other candidate that was already a city commissioner. And then the same thing with other businesses, stuff like that. Like they couldn't publicly support me, so it's like it's a downfall on me because if I got public support, then people will know more. But since you don't want to come out publicly and say it, then it's like, dang, it's just me then. So I'm gonna just keep on. It was just a lot, bro. But you just learn it. You're not gonna know that until you actually run.
Exactly.
And then
you get the experience.
I truthfully do understand why. When politicians be like, man, hey man, that's just politics. When they just say that response to whatever you ask them, I get it because if you do try to respond, it's like a rabbit hole conversation. Because it's like, well, the thing is like this family's related to this person and such and such, and then it's just be going back and forth. So people say, it's just politics, man. I know you're not going to understand. And then it's just like, I get it, though. Like, at first, I never was like, why don't you just say this? It's like, if you just say it, it's going to be such a long explanation. The people not going to want to care to hear it for real. So,
I was going to say, I didn't even really know what that word meant until I got to college and experienced that with the coaching staff and the favoritism.
Bro, bro. Sports, politics, bro. Sports got, every industry got politics, bro.
But like, fashion got politics. Fashion got politics.
Everything got politics, bro. So, and that experience though, bro, it taught me a lot about human beings, bro. Like you learn so much about communities. Like if you ever run or even just going to city hall meetings, like you learning about what's going on in the city, like you learn where you could be impactful or what issues you could solve and stuff like that. Like you just learn, bro, and how to be more impactful to the city. So them city hall meetings, a lot of people don't go to. Or a lot of people in the city just don't go to city hall meetings and really see what's going on and what's happening. And it really could prevent, it could prevent a lot of things, or you can gain a lot of government grants and all these things, but you just don't go, like people on average don't go to city hall to hear about what's going on. But while
everybody has an opinion on what's going on.
Man, and it's like, you don't even know, you know what I'm saying? There's reasons why things happening, but I think that it's just one of them things. Did it die off?
Low key, but I can just swap my camera.
I don't think it. No, because that battery should be full. The one
that's what I thought.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
That's going.
Unless it overheated.
Oh, maybe.
No, it's going.
Now it's gone. It's all good.
All right, we good.
But man, I just think I I don't know, even as us as creators, bro, as fashion designers, as artists, photographers, I feel like if you get more into the community in the city and you learn what people need, those collaborations be key. Like them collaborating with the nonprofits and sometimes giving clothes or giving bags to like schools or kids that need it. Like this is it's good, and that also not only doesn't uplift the brand itself, just the person you are as a person, but also the brand itself. Like, oh nah, this brand really shows love to the community, and that's how them collaborations organically come.
I did a backpack giveaway. I got backpacks. I did it back to school. I filled it up with school supplies a few years ago. I went back to the park I played football at.
Yeah, bro.
And gave them back. So
I love that,
things
bro.
like that, bro. It's needed, bro. And then if you figure out what areas need help.
yeah.
That's honestly what really inspired me to want to do something, was my experience teaching. And I was like, I hit up Justin, I'm like, we gotta spread information a different way, because this school shit ain't working, especially in our communities. Like,
it's not,
them
bro.
kids are being failed. Like the school I was working at, I taught middle school math. These kids couldn't do 3 times 6, -4 + 2. Like, it was bad.
It's bad, bro. I see it now, bro. Public school. Unfortunately, I'm a public school teacher for 5 years, going on 6 now. Like, it's horrible, bro. Like, these kids, a lot of the kids are not gonna make it, unfortunately. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And it don't have to be that way.
Yeah, it shouldn't.
And I think they stopped teaching cursive too, didn't they?
Oh yeah,
for sure. They stopped when I was like 4th grade.
See, even when you was in the 4th grade, they stopped.
Like,
how old are you,
I
bro?
was doing it in 3rd grade.
That's facts, bro. It's just unfortunate, but I think I just do my. I mean, there's a select few teachers that really do their part and go above and beyond. Like, I got an enrichment program that's specifically for art, photographers, digital arts and stuff like that, to where I teach them about the business, you know what I'm saying, of arts and business.
I think that's huge.
Yeah, bro, it's needed, bro, because they're not getting that in the everyday school, bro. So, I just, man, I don't know, but I think just we as people, as creators, I think, and really, it really be the creatives who really be doing it, bro, that I be seeing, like, the creators be thinking of the creative way to engage with the community, you know what I'm saying? And it's like they really be having all the answers, because everyone else is more so analytical.
And
they just
hate that. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because it really spoke to me when you were telling me about your experience and how you clearly understood that whatever was in the curriculum wasn't speaking to these kids.
Yeah. Right.
So like any other rational human being would do, you tried changing the curriculum to speak to the kids better. And as soon as you try doing that, here comes the administration, like, said, no, don't do that. Stick to the way we've been doing for the past couple of decades. It clearly is not working with year-over-year test scores declining. And shit. So clearly this, in any other business, motherfuckers would have been fired.
Exactly. Like, that's exactly what I be saying, because it goes to like that whole, when they put that No Child Left Behind, it's like, bro, you're passing
passing through.
They're just passing through. So when they get to us or middle school, they get to high school, it's like, what have you been doing? You feel me? It's like, it don't even matter type deal, because it's just, we're going to pass you anyway. But
until you get to high school and you can't play football, play sports, because from 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, they was just letting you go. You get to high school and you don't even know nothing about calculus or algebra. So you get there, so you can't even really.
You can't be eligible.
Yeah, and that shit's additive too. Like math, like you don't learn the shit from the year before, you're not gonna know the shit now. And you don't know the shit from last week, you're not gonna know the shit now.
Folks be down bad, but I gracefully for me, I'm not teaching a core class. Like, I'm teaching art and photography. So gracefully, like, the principals come in, I could really be saying whatever, because they're not an art major, they're an education major. So it's like, I get the opportunity to literally teach. I'm teaching entrepreneurship. I'm teaching business in my class. I'm teaching life lessons, bro, in my class. And no one's gonna come check me, because they just assume I'm doing art. You're just doing circles, Nah, I'm getting these kids right, you know what I'm saying? But I got the fortitude to do that. But I know core classes, reading, math, all that, them principals is gonna be in that classroom. They're gonna be doing teacher observation. So it's like, you can't really do a lot of that. But even if you are, though, any public school teacher out there, or who people want to get into teaching, man, y'all start doing them life lessons or life correlating lessons. That's all I say. So if you're doing math, talk about like accounting and finances and budgeting
credit
and rent and you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's hard though, because
I'm
teaching area of a circle. Like, damn, how do I like?
Right, no,
and it's hard to even just get them to get. You know what I'm saying? It's hard.
It is hard.
I agree.
It is hard. But at least if they can go into that, because most teachers go in with I just got to follow the curriculum and not even having the wherewithal to say like, let me be creative with it. You know what I'm saying?
And that's where I think the system needs changing. And that's honestly, that's like a theme with our country, with the world. It's
everything.
Like the systems that we have are outdated and they don't work. When it comes to politics, the education.
Not just be outdated, but we're just becoming aware of them, and we're becoming aware that it's not to benefit us. This is not a system to benefit us.
Nah, facts. Facts, bro. I agree.
And I think that's kind of like where we got to start realizing that, when we're accepting year over year test scores declining, what does that say about like our goals as a country? Like,
as a
clearly
whole,
we're not trying to like breed smart students. We're really just trying to breed obedient motherfuckers to join the workforce.
And that assembly line, man, it's back to that Henry Ford. You know, back in the day, that Henry Ford, like, hey, man, you're going to go to school, you're going to learn this trade, and you're going to come right into the assembly line building these cars or whatever the top industry is at the time. So it's like...
And then you prescribe to that, and you go to college and shit, and then you like...
They teach you how to work for people. They don't teach you how to be a boss.
And then you live in that life and you hate it. You want to escape. You want to just drink, and you know, and then you depressed. Like, how many people are depressed where their life is at right now because they're doing some bullshit?
Listen, I get it. And I used to study... There's a guy named Dr. Jawanza Kunjufu, and he was big on like, hey man, when you go to college, you spend 4 years learning a subject, whatever that subject is. Mm-hmm. When you leave, you should not be working employee like entry level because you done learned 4 years of the industry. You should be running your own firm, like you should be owning or running the firm. So he was saying like, if you go to college, it should be literally only to run the business within the industry because you took 4 years of learning, or you should have been also interning, whatever it could be of experience, and now you're just gonna be on the bottom.
They did not set me up for success.
They don't. But you know, it's not taught. It's not taught that way because it's taught to work. It's not taught to own.
I saw something the other day saying that like we should really be starting college in our mid to late 20s for real, because that's when we really identify what we even want to do.
Facts.
I didn't even know what I wanted to do until I was approaching the end of my senior year. Like, now I'm applying for jobs and I'm like, fuck, that's about to get real. But like, I still don't know what I really want to do for real. But if I like now, obviously in hindsight, I know exactly what I would want to do.
Right.
And if I would have had this in hindsight, I would have probably paid more attention in class and really studied and took notes. Like,
different majors and shit.
You know what I be thinking sometimes, bro? It's just like I feel like the way colleges, like the process of like, okay, let me select my major, let me take these classes and these courses. I feel like that should be in K through 12. Because because you're wasting the time of like giving the mandatory classes. If you do K through 12, like how colleges, the kid likes animation, the kid likes whatever, and they do 12 years of learning that. Then when they get out, it's like, okay, let me go to this job or this college that's specifically about.
It's actually like that in a couple countries.
There is it is, bro.
You should take your gen eds like elementary school.
I went on a Twitter rant. My first couple years in college, I'm a first generation college. I don't know what to expect. And when I'm going to the same classes I took in high school, I'm like, what have we been doing?
Bro. Yeah, dog.
That was crazy to me.
But yeah, you know, it's only so much you can. We not say that we little people, but it's something so that singular people could do. It really would have to be a wave of like, it would have to be like a class, like whatever class next year come up, all of them was like, yo, we're not rocking with this system, and they all kind of change the narrative.
And that's kind of why I want to pursue teaching, just to kind of be inside like molds. Like, you're gonna touch a lot of students,
bro. It has to be that.
But you're gonna speak to a lot of students.
Exactly. Touch their mind.
No, bro.
We get you, bro.
That's literally how. I feel like that's the only way, bro. It can really change, bro. Because
for sure.
there were people were asking me like, yo, everything I want to do when I was running for mayor about changing everything. I was like, I'm a stand out. I'm an outcast compared to all the people that's running against me.
Right.
But if I would have planned it from 2014 to that I'm gonna run in 2020, I would have literally like slowly recruited a whole bunch of other black brothers and sisters, or not even black, just people who are on the same mindset as me, no matter what the race is.
Like-minded.
And then we all run for all the positions at the same year.
Yeah.
And that's literally like 18, 20 candidates in one city.
So it's a win-win no matter what.
Right.
Bro, it's
a win-win, but everybody's getting that mindset.
Everyone's mindset is on the same chain. But you gotta, if I wasn't thinking like this is 2020 hindsight for me. But if I was like, if I knew that like, man, it's gonna be me, it's one versus like 38 candidates that's in different things, whether it's a sheriff, whether it's whatever. Right? But if I would have got in 2014, I would say, all right, let me find someone who's going to run for sheriff in this. Who's going to find a mayor? Let me find a city councilor that's on the same mindset as me. We all congregate for 3 years. Like, hey, we're going to be pushing this. We're going to be pushing this, and then we pop out and say we running.
That's a party.
No, man, we hanging out. We hanging out on the campaigns, and we high fiving in the locker room. But it's like,
now you onto something, bro.
Yeah,
you onto something.
No,
It's really not too late to do that.
No, that's a great plan.
I ain't gonna lie, but like, I be having master plans, bro, to take over the world for real. But I just
you can't be too loud with them.
You can't be too loud. You feel me? But trust me, so like, but even with this, like, even though I say it, even though I'm saying it out loud, they're not gonna know when or how I'm doing it, because I'm literally gonna be like making them a call, like, hey man, you running this time? It's gonna be 4 years ahead of time. Like, it's gonna be 2028 or 2032, but I'm gonna be recruiting 4 years earlier. And then when you map it out and everything's like set in place, it's gonna be a wave. You feel me?
You know, this goes back to what you were talking about with the competition and the way people's energy is kind of weird. That's kind of what we're doing in the fashion industry. Like, we're kind of on the same wavelength at the same time, coming in with this energy, and like, this is the type of shit that really revolutionizes industries. Like,
we weren't really trying to be the typical traditional fashion show, as you could tell. Like, we were really trying to do shit our way, for real, and like, that's the way, for real.
Young niggas in there networking and shit, linking up in Miami. You know what I'm saying? Masterminding, right? Like,
that's how I want to do. I didn't want to look like. I didn't want my brand to look like everybody else's. I wanted to. You know, somebody asked me earlier today why I didn't do stack pants or whatever, you know, because it's trending right now. I don't want to be, I'm going to do my own trend. My brand's going to trend because this is my brand that's trending. I don't want to trend because this person started stack pants. I'm just hopping on their wave. No, you're going to hop on my wave.
All right, you want to create the trends.
Yeah, for sure.
Bro, going back to Youngest in Charge, can you walk us through the meaning of the logo, bro? Because I'm
take us
curious.
through the DNA.
Yeah.
The DNA, y'all want the DNA?
I love the story of your homegirl hitting you up.
Yeah,
and you're like,
man. So,
in the mic.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, so when I was in high school, my nephew dad, like, everybody knew, you know, I was a baller. I played sports. You know, they like, you going to the league, you know. So one day I'm in the whip, and my nephew dad, he was like a father figure to me. He was like, you know, I like, if when you go to the league or when you make it, just take care of my son. You know what I'm saying? He like, anything ever happened to me, take care of my son. And I was like, bro, you tripping, bro? Whatever, man. 2 weeks later, he passed away.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? So then, boom. So then I get to college. I ripped my Achilles. You know what I'm saying? The 2 tears represents the 2 times in my life where I was at my lowest. You know, I've never experienced death until he passes away. Wow. So now I'm sick. Because I was just in the whip with you 2 weeks ago. And now you just passed away on me. You know what I'm saying? And then I ripped my Achilles. But all I knew was football. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm like, you know, what am I doing? I'm down. Like, I'm literally hurting because I don't know what else to do. You know, so those are the 2 times in my life what just shaped me. You know, like I said, my nephew dad passing away made me really be more than like an athlete. You know what I'm saying? I have to be like, okay, I got to set a perfect example for his son because he told me to take care of his son, you know, and he passes away. And then the 4 bars represents, you know, how many kids my mom has. It's 4 of us. The last name is Young. I mean, it's Youngest in Charge, but my last name is Young, and I'm the youngest of 4 kids. So that's how I got the whole logo.
I like that. And in charge with the battery.
Yep.
Damn, that's
and I think that
charged
intention
up.
behind every step of the way, that's the biggest part of our brand success.
It was crazy, but that's what it come from, man.
I love the little face you got because you can make it anything like you got Freddy or Jason.
We got Krueger.
Yeah, we got Freddy Krueger right there. We got
so that logo. So it took me maybe 2 or 3 months to draw that because when I first dropped I made a sample of I was calling them the Freddy Kruegers, but I'm like, oh, you're going to get sued. You can't really be just using that.
Right.
So then I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to throw Freddy Krueger on the shoebox. I'm like, no, you can't do that because you're going to get sued still. Right. So I'm like, okay, how can I make my logo into what I want? So that's why you don't see the knives on the hand, you see the plug.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So and then the house on the logo, that's the color of the house that I grew up in. You know what I'm saying? So and then you know my name is Vert, so you know that's why I got the Vert Street, and then the in French, Vert means green. So that's why I have the sign green.
Damn.
Yeah.
The intention.
Yeah.
I do.
I like that. Detail. The Vert shit really fucked me up.
Yeah.
The green and that's
Yeah, man. So
That's fine.
for sure.
Bro, I love that. Walk me a little bit through your design process because you got all types of shit. I really want bro to take the shoes off so they can see the Freddie Krueger kicks.
bro.
Yeah.
But like you got that, we got the Miami fit with
we
the
got the
cuffs
Miami
and
fit,
the
so-
collar. Like
Yeah, man. All right, so we want to walk you through how I make the shoe or just everything.
Shit, the shoe.
let's start with the shoe first.
Start the shoe.
Let's
All
start
right,
with the shoe
so
first.
I was the assistant manager at Foot Locker. So when I first graduated from Clark, I came back home. I'm like y'all said, I didn't know what I wanted to do, man. You know,
Yeah.
I'm just home. So I'm like, you know, I started working at Foot Locker. I like shoes, but I was on my feet all day. Feet's
Right.
hurting. A lot of these shoes, I'm not gonna name the brands, but they really aren't for you to be standing all day.
Definitely not all
They
day.
they really hurt. So I left Foot Locker because, of course, you know, working there, they ain't really making no money. You just buying your shoes, whatever.
Yeah.
So then I started working merchandising. I'm on my feet for 12 hours. My feet is killing me,
Right.
killing me. I'm like, nah, I can't
Retail
keep
life.
doing this. I can't keep doing this. So I made my shoes. The insole is made of memory foam.
Wow.
So when you step down, your feet gonna sink. So you can be on your feet for 12 hours and you'll be straight.
That's good for your back too.
You said what?
I said it's
good for your back.
Yeah.
too.
Sure.
Yeah. So and I started drawing things up. Here you go. I started drawing things up. My mom passed away, and I was trying to really like just get through like that whole time. So I'll just sit for like hours and just sketch. And after a while, I just learned how to draw. So from there, I'm drawing everything, like everything you ever see, like all my logos, all my shirts, pants, jackets, glasses, socks, whatever. I drew it up. So, yeah.
How'd you get that silhouette? Because that's like the hardest part. I feel like with the shoes is that silhouette. Like you just
Which one?
on those ones.
On the white Jones.
Wait, those white ones yours too?
Oh no, this all me, baby. I told you, man.
Them bitches is fire.
Yeah, yeah,
Them
bro.
bitches go crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Go crazy.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, I want to say take them off. We
I
need to
might
see
need 'em,
those.
like-
Yeah, hold up.
Those are fire.
Damn.
Yeah, man. So which silhouette you talking about on here?
Shit. Well, yeah, but now I'm talking about both. Like, because I feel like the silhouette is huge with the shoe. Like you can have.
Yeah. So honestly, from that one, I know y'all probably seen the Freddy Krueger dunks and stuff like that. So I kind of got it from that. But I see a lot of brands when they make their shoes, they're making their shoes look like dunks,
Right.
And Jordan 1s.
Right.
I ain't want that. Like I said, I want it to be different. That's why you're never gonna see my shoe look like anybody else's. Cause I want to be different.
Because those are all the white ones you got. Because
Yeah.
it's got the patent leather that you'll see on some Jordans, but they
Yeah.
got that luxury,
Exactly.
chunky sole.
So my
Fire.
mindset for the sneakers, I wanted to feel like an athletic shoe, but be a designer shoe. So you can be in the club with them and your feet won't hurt. Or you can go to work and still look good. So that was my mindset with creating my shoes. You know, when it comes to like my outfits or whatever, I'm just creating what's coming to my mind that I envision that ain't nobody else gonna do. And if I seen it somewhere, I'm gonna tweak it. So you're not gonna know that not say I copied somebody, but I took an idea from somebody. Like I seen this
yeah, that's great.
this North Face cargo jacket. And I'm like, man, that's fire. I wanted it. But I'm like, nah, I'm gonna make my own.
Yeah.
So I looked at it, I'm like, okay, I like how this look. This is how I like that, how that look. So from there, the pockets on there, I made it out my logo. So it's just the outline of the head. So, but it's still a pocket. So now, anytime I have any pockets anywhere, it's always the outline of my logo head on my jeans. The back pocket's the outline of my logo head. On a jacket, if you see a pocket, it's gonna always be the outline of my logo because it's different. You know, I don't want basic pockets. I don't want any. I don't want basic pockets. I want the logo head to be the pocket. So
That's fire, and everybody gonna know. Oh yeah, that's the youngest in charge.
yeah, because you see the logo out.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
That's fire, bro. I love
Sure.
it. So I know we got Milan coming up. You got anything else you want to announce? Anything else dropping or popping soon?
man. So what I got going on? I got Milan. It's a couple things I'm gonna say off camera. I got going on.
Say less.
You know, I
we
can't
ain't got to.
really
Yeah, we
say.
ain't got to divulge everything.
But no, we got Milan. What else, man? So Milan's that's
You got any new lines dropping? Any
So-
new items?
So I just dropped the Vert Streets a couple weeks ago,
The Vert
I got the Valentine Day jacket coming. I got that dropping.
That's the all red one, right?
That's the all red with the pink.
Yeah.
I got that. I got my sunglasses coming in the spring.
Yeah, I remember you showed me them.
I got the sunglasses coming in the spring. What else I got? Man, I got a lot of stuff, man. Like I said, I just draw all the time, man.
That's all I was gonna say. So
Really?
I want to take it back a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit to after the beginning, but before the success. Like, what was that moment for you that you really knew that, okay, like, let me stick with this? Because you told us about what kind of almost took you away from clothes, but like, what made you want to stick with it?
So I started YNC Youngest in Charge in 2014, but I really so I was pushing it, but I wasn't really like doing what I was supposed to do. Yeah. So my mom got diagnosed with lung cancer in 2016. I graduated from Clark 2015. I graduated 2015. I walked 2016. So she got diagnosed after I walked. So I'm still playing around with, Youngest in Charge. I'm just making T-shirts, nothing too major. And then she passes away. I instantly, I'm like, man, I'm not worried about no brand. I'm not worried about, bro. I'm hurting. Right. I'm hurting. So 2018, I was supposed to do my website release party. That's when my mom passed away. I'm like, bro, I'm not worried. I'm
cancel that shit.
I'm cancel that. So then 2019, my sister like, man, you can't like stop using mom passing. If you're scared to push this, then just say that. But don't use mom as a crutch. And I'm like, you know what? You right. Yeah. So then 2019. I did the website release party. 2020, I dropped the billboard 2020. I had 2 billboards up in my city.
Dope.
Yeah. 2 billboards. 2021, my clothing brand was on the TV show The Chi. So Jake was rocking my Letterman jacket.
That's fire.
Yeah.
And then from there, bro, it just started going up, man. Like I said, man, I know, remember I told y'all about the confidence thing. My mom was my biggest supporter. So when she passed, bro, my confidence got hit. Bro, because I had her always telling me I was great. Like how Kanye, mom was doing him. That's how my mom was doing me. My mom spoke so much life into me and poured into me, So when she passes, bro, it's like, who's telling me I'm great? And honestly, you really don't really need people to tell you great all the time. But I had this person that was...
Yeah, and it's different because it's your mom, right?
Yeah, it's my mom.
Facts.
So... like I said, that confidence, I had to regain that back, bro, and I got it. And you can't tell me nothing. There's nothing you can tell me. You're not telling me about my prices, because if you complain about my prices, you're not my demographics.
Right.
You're not my clientele.
For sure.
It's simple. I'm not about to go back and forth with you about I got my Letterman jacket that was in the Chi, the long one. That's $300. You want to complain? Don't buy it.
Right. Don't buy it.
Don't buy it. If you want to complain about, you're not Gucci. I'm not trying to be Gucci. Did you ever hear me say I wanted to be Gucci?
Right.
You never heard me say I want to be like Jordan. That's why my sneakers don't look like Gucci's or Jordan's. This is my lane I'm in, and I'm staying in my bubble.
Period.
If you don't want to be in this bubble, don't.
Yeah.
But this is what we're pushing. We're pushing luxury. We're pushing black owned. We're pushing black excellence. Right. And we're striving for greatness. So.
I love
it. It was like what we were talking about earlier, where like opinions come and go with the wind. It's like you're not gonna pay $300 now. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you'll pay for that later. Yeah,
right. 5 years they paying $3,000. Ain't happy about it.
And I be real big on that. Like, so I dropped the y'all gotta look at that later on. But I dropped the jacket for that Jake had on for the Chi. I dropped that a year and a half before it got on the Chi. I dropped it at $160, so it sold out 3 times, but they were complaining about the price. Bro, as soon as it got on the Chi, I upped it to $350. Now everybody like, I thought it was $160. Nah.
It's up now.
You thought it was $160.
It's up now because, bro, it's on the Chi. I'm upping its price. And then it sold out again, but that lets you know, like, they want to see somebody with it on before they can be like, okay,
it's
I'm
a social proof ass.
I'm comfortable with this, with me rocking this.
Right.
Or something like that. So... yeah, so.
And from there, it's just been going up.
But it's been going up, man. Like I said, I'm gonna say a couple of things off. I'm gonna get off camera, but it's been going up. But it's only up from here, bro. Like I've been doing this for 10 years, man. And I read Rick Ross' book, and I watched the interview. He said.
Oh shit! Yeah,
I be looking at it. I think it's over here, and that's why I think.
But it takes 10 years to build a brand. No matter what you're trying to do, it takes 10 years. People got to believe in what you have going on. They got to buy into whatever it is. So you can drop something that's dope, and they're gonna be like, oh, okay. And as time go on, I always refer back to this as Red Bull. So when I first started drinking Red Bull, I didn't like it. I'm like, oh, this nasty. The first time I drink it is nasty. The second time I'm like, okay, it's better. The third time I'm like, it's cool. Now after a while, you like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You liking it now, and that's just with a brand. After a while, they keep seeing it. You know, they buy a couple things from you. They start liking your material. Now you know you got brand loyalty. You know what I'm saying? So, and then also you got to really go with the people that got the purchasing power to buy what you got. You know, if they ain't got it, they ain't got it. But I know personally, like, and I'm sure we can all relate, and people that's gonna watch this can relate. But I know my mom, if she wanted me to have some Jordans, she gonna get me them Jordans. So if you truly want something, regardless of how your finances look, you're going to get it. Period. You know, and you know, I stand behind that. Like, you know, I'm not dropping my prices because you feel like it shouldn't be like this. Just don't buy it. And I'm not about to argue with you about it. I'm not about to explain to you and tell you why I feel like this should be this. Go gamble on it. Because I'm sure you've bought some shoes that hurt your feet and you just bought it because you gambled on it. So just gamble on this, and the outcome you're going to love because you're going to come back and buy something else. He has 2 pairs of YNC sneakers. You know what I'm saying? So... yeah,
and like I said, the intention behind it is everything from the brand logo to the fucking insoles. Like, that means a lot. Like, it's not just throwing a logo or just making shoes. Like, you're making shoes with intention, and that's really what brings people back. It's not just about the face. And to Rick Ross's point, like, it takes time to build a brand. It's not just time, bro. You put a logo on a shirt and call it a day, and people just come flock because, you got a cool logo. Like, if that was the case, we'd be on the moon right now.
Yeah, man. And it's big on like. Sometimes people get it mixed up with designing and just having a brand. Like, when you design, that's why it's something called designer, and it's other brands, because designer, you're innovative. You're creating outside the box. You're really designing. Like me changing those pockets. That's designing.
Thinking about the material.
Going to find material. That's designing. It's an art. To really get into this fashion is an art. You can go make a T-shirt and put anything on it. And you got a T-shirt.
And people do that.
But you got to really know how to design, and that's what's going to set all of us apart from everybody else. We really get in that design bag, and you not scared to really like these colors. I'm not scared to play around with colors. A lot of people would do, the basics, the gray, the black. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm about to test it. I'm about to pop out. So I'm gonna let y'all see that I know what I'm doing, and I'm gonna subconsciously make y'all buy from me. I'm gonna put it in y'all face enough that y'all gonna be like, you know what, man, I'm getting sick of seeing this. Let me just go ahead and buy some socks.
That's how it works.
Now after a while, you buy some socks. You like, you know what? He a cool dude. Because honestly, people buy from you if they like you.
Yeah.
You can have something ugly. If they don't like you as a person, they're not buying from you. You see people hate on you, they don't like you. They can like your product. They're not buying from me because they don't like you.
That's
You know what I'm saying? So if a person really like you, that's why my personality is popping. You know what I'm saying? I'm personable, Everybody loves me. If you don't like me, man, that's on you.
You don't like yourself.
You know what I'm saying? That's on you, man. Other than that, bro, but they gonna buy, if they like you, they gonna buy from, they gonna buy something, or they're gonna support you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In some way, and support doesn't always come in finances.
Right.
It can come, they're sharing your post, they're talking to you.
In the comments. Jay dropping comments on
straight to the comments. The website.
The website.
Or they out of state, and they hear about a clothing convention or whatever, and they're telling you about it, or telling somebody about you. That's the form of support. It doesn't always come with people spending money, and sometimes people get it mixed up where I'm not going to, or I ain't got the money to support you. I didn't say buy anything.
Right.
But what you're not going to do is critique my brand if you want to buy. That's what you're not going to do. And you're not going to play in my face like that.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to support me, go and share the logo, share the hoodie, share the jacket, say something good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you want to buy, now we're talking something else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
I like that. I think a lot of young brand owners or designers need to hear that message, because
absolutely,
that confidence thing is huge. And I feel like, especially when you want people to wear it, but also the worth of your shit, or where you want your shit to be worth. Because you gotta, at the end of the day, you gotta set the price.
You gotta set the bar.
You have to set the bar.
So if you start low, But it's gonna be hard, bro, to climb that up.
Yeah.
But a lot of people when they and this is crazy because it's like people don't like buying cheap shit. But they gonna come to you about your prices. But it's like, if this Letterman jacket was $50, you're not buying it because it's cheap.
Exactly.
Right.
But you're trying to complain about the price when it's like this. It's like, nah, man, you don't want to buy nothing cheap.
Yeah.
But is it too expensive for you?
Right.
Cameron.
Here again. It just, I don't know
Yeah,
what.
it is overheating.
It's overheating.
You know,
Yeah.
so
I mean, we are at an hour. I know I told y'all boys.
Yeah,
gonna
we
be-
good.
Yeah,
So
we good.
We can start wrapping it up, but
For sure.
I mean, I'm feeling great. I'm glad y'all boys pulled up.
Nah, for sure.
Definitely. I hope it's not the last time.
Nah, but we
because
coming
got
through here,
a lot
bro.
more to chop it up about too.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah, we could-
was-
Camera, no camera.
You know what I'm saying? We
get
can chop
into
it
it.
up about whatever. Like, I talk for days on any subject, bro. Like,
Clearly, yeah.
I'll be on that, bro.
Hey,
so.
me and bro, we got to do. You know how they be having the oh, my bad. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
How they be doing the jersey swap. So we got some hat swap that we gonna do.
Oh, we're gonna do that. We're gonna let the camera cool off a little bit, and we're gonna do that.
We're gonna come back and do the hat swap. So.
Yeah. We also gonna shout out y'all's websites, Instagram, and all of that.
Okay, for sure.
But yeah, while we waiting on the camera to just cool off, I just want to say again, I appreciate y'all making the time.
Nah, for sure,
pulling
man.
up. I'm sorry about the studio, but you know,
No,
we
it's
still
all
made
good.
it
It's
happen.
all right, man. No, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, bro. I get it, bro. Like, everything happened for a reason, too, as well,
Yeah.
bro. Like, we could have went to the studio and something could have happened. Like,
Yeah, for
you know what I'm
sure.
saying? You don't know what could have happened. So
true,
everything
exactly.
be happening, like, for a reason, bro. So, and like
for
I
sure.
said, I appreciate y'all even just opening y'all homes.
Yeah,
you
home
feel
us,
me?
man,
That's
so.
just
Yes, sir.
nothing but gratitude, bro. So,
Sure.
Absolutely.
Nah, y'all nothing but good vibes. So good vibes as well as just like continue doing what y'all doing. Like not outside of the podcast and just with
being
the
good people,
fashion.
being a
you
good
know what I'm saying?
person.
Just being the who
course,
y'all
yeah.
is, bro. Cause
Yeah.
that's really what's really gonna push everything forward. Like whatever you want to do in life, bro. It's being a good human being, bro. Like
That's really all it is.
Yeah, bro. Leading with that. If you lead with that, bro, you be alright.
You'll
bro,
be
in this
alright.
world, bro. Like
Because it's so many slimy people that they
man,
many.
dog. It is, bro.
We get
in
into
positions
a
of power,
voyage
too.
and just like pointing human consciousness where we could just pick up on the vibes.
Yeah,
We don't even
I
have
told you about
conversation.
bro when I
Real
started going to New
quick.
York. I was like, oh yeah, bro, cool.
Exactly.
Bro,
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, you pick up real quick, dog, and it's just like you had that, God gonna bless you with that discernment of like,
Exactly,
this
discernment.
person is cool or this person is sketchy, or you feel me,
Yeah.
or whatever it could be, and you just, but always just tell folks, man, lead with grace, bro. You don't know where everyone is at, but as long as you lead with like just being good hearted and lead with like, I'm here to help or I'm here to show love. And if they don't, just leave them where they're at and just keep
Right.
it pushing. Like, don't let that taint your good heartedness.
spirit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Your good spirit, bro.
yeah,
Just keep it pushing, bro.
yeah.
But y'all doing a good thing, man. So
y'all
I
gonna be
appreciate
great
y'all.
though, for real. Y'all definitely gonna be
Nah,
great.
they already great, bro. They're just gonna be greater.
Y'all gonna be
you feel me?
greater.
Appreciate it. Nah,
Y'all definitely gonna be greater.
That's my
man,
line.
for real.
Y'all boys, man.
It's love,
I love this
man.
shit. I love
For
this
sure.
shit.
I think that's a beautiful point to wrap it up, man. Is there anything else you want to say before we officially close call? Or
Man, shout out to SKUT, man. Their clothing line is
facts.
great, man. Their podcast is great, man. The way they live is great, man. They crib clean, man. You know, people cribs be dirty.
Facts.
So, man, so no, it's all love, man. So I appreciate them boys.
Where they can find you at, bro?
Wait, let's do that foot on the.
Oh,
camera.
yeah, perfect.
We'll just run that again on the camera.
Yeah, everything.
Appreciate y'all, boy.
Yep.
For sure.
Dope. So, my dog Vert hooking us up with the signature. We got the youngest in charge jersey swap with the SKUT hat. You already know what it is. Man, look at that signature. That boy a professional.
Hold on.
Thanks.
What's today's date?
10/29. Damn, that's lit, bro. Oh yeah, that's fire. Gotta put that on right now. Low key. Hold up.
So I'm explaining. You know, we got so back at the crib, we used to have Camp Snoopy. You know, so it's Mall of America. So we don't have it no more, but that's the Camp Snoopy joint.
Fire.
On the side, this our freeways. You got the Minneapolis and St. Paul. Yep. Here you go, bro.
For sure.
We swapping jerseys, man. This what we doing, man.
Justin, you gonna have to autograph your shit on there too.
Sure, man.
To
I
the
appreciate
CEO,
Man,
YNC,
that's
baby.
What's up, man.
Yes, sir. Hold on, let me throw this bad boy on.
Nah, for real.
It's fire. I got a dope Mike Vick jersey I can rock with this too.
You said Vic?
Mike Vick on the Eagles.
Oh, on the Eagles. Yeah. That's what I was about to be like. I'm like, Vic.
Right when my dog got out of jail. You feel me? I had to call. That was my dog, bro. That was my dog. Free man, he ain't deserve to go to jail.
Nah, he ain't deserve to go to
I
jail,
love Mike
man.
Vick,
I fuck with Vic, man.
His hat is tough, bro. It look good on me too.
No,
What
it
can I
do,
say?
man. It do, man. It do. Yeah.
But honestly, I'm probably not gonna be wearing this. This gonna be in a case.
Hey, I'm about to throw by to the case, boy.
Hey.
Yep. Yeah, let me. And I got a little head. I wear a size 7, bro.
Oh yeah, see, I got a big old noggin, and I got that the dreads too.
Then you got the locks too, bro. So.
Thanks. And yo, AJ, AC?
Yeah, AC.
AC.
Yeah.
You gotta shout your IG and shit too.
All right, man. So we got Youngest in Charge _ clothing brand on IG. Website, YNCfashion.com, www.yncfashion.com. TikTok, Mr. YNC. Snapchat, Mr. YNC. Facebook, just Youngest in Charge.
Yeah, mine, man, is super simple. Mr. That's Life at Mr. That's Life, MRDATSLIFE on Instagram. And then you have AC the Shooter, ACTHEESHOOTER. Those are my 2 main pages. I got a whole bunch of other pages like AC the Teacher, AC the Dancer, AC the artist. You feel me?
He just added me from one of his pages. I said, bro, what?
I got AC on.
I followed you back in 2012.
Yeah, bro. I got a bunch of, like, every page for all the things that I do, but
I'm like,
my main one is
damn.
at Mr. That's Life and AC the Shooter, man. So that's on Instagram and TikTok at Mr. That's Life. And Facebook, Alvin That's Life Codner. My YouTube is Mr. That's Life as well. So
Yeah.
mainly at Mr. That's Life. So yeah, man, y'all follow me on there. Yeah, man.
Appreciate
for sure.
y'all.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all, man.